Julio. So we had a beautiful chat with Paddy where she talked and expanded on how precision marketing helps in studio. Now it's time to talk to the money lady, the machankura, the kachang-chang, the growth, the beeswax, Geraldine. You heard the chat, Muzi unpacked precision marketing so beautifully for us, especially, in terms of how it's the girl that glowed up after high school, which is me, really, if I think about it. But it's okay. There's a chat for another day.
Next podcast.
But now, what role does precision marketing now play in terms of growth and strategy? Either both for a company being able to expand and, the money.
Right. I think, the beauty about precision marketing and like what Muzi was saying, that it's not really a new baby. It's been there, for a long time, but it's something that was neglected. And I think speaking predominantly from a marketing perspective, right? So, if we kind of go back to the fundamentals of marketing, where you've got the whole 4 Ps: product, place, promotion, and price. There we go. You find that predominantly, especially here in South Africa, most of the people in marketing tended to focus on the 1P, which is the promotion. So it's comms and then if you look at, where we are now in the digital space, where we're now going, and we've got all these tools that Muzi was talking about in terms of technology that we use to measure data and all of that. It's now put a different sort of perspective around marketing to say, we can't keep looking at vanity metrics anymore. We need to start looking at marketing in a perspective of what is the measurable ROI that we're actually going to get. So when we start talking precision marketing, it goes back to the right, targeting the right people, talking to the audience at the right time, right place, right channels, and so forth. But what that does is, when it comes back to your conversions, you're able to actually track to say, look, this is who we're speaking to, and this is how much we're going to spend to speak to this, to this category or to this segment. And from there, you're actually able to start looking at converting because we normally say that with marketing you're trying to influence the buying decision, but we're saying we're taking it the next step further. We don't want to just talk about vanity metrics, but we want to start having the conversation around, yes, we influencing your buying decision, but did you actually buy? So if you go back to the foundation of precision marketing, is if you're going to be talking to the right person, you know exactly where they are in the journey, in the consumer journey, and you're able to target your messaging to a proper call to action. CTA. Let's keep to the lingo. Keep it, and you're able to use those specific CTAs that will convert that, influencing, decision to actual purchasing. So I think that's, for me personally, the one exciting thing around precision marketing, to say we're moving marketing as a function to start speaking numbers, and I think this is a challenge that most marketing professionals tend to find in organizations, and that they're seen as the events guys, the cost and the guys that just do the soft fluffy stuff.
And you trench them first.
Exactly, right? But then the work comes to agencies, so we complain too much. But it's not right always just relegate the marketing department to that. So what we're saying is, we want to elevate the conversations for the marketing departments out there to start saying, speak the numbers. So if you're going to be sitting now in the meeting with your other colleagues, your finance guys who just want numbers, start speaking that language to say, this is what we're doing, and these are our metrics, and this is the ROI that we're actually getting from our marketing spend. And it's speaking to what whoever's sitting in the commercial division, when they're standing up, you're actually able to marry the two. So I think precision marketing is
sexy, right?
Is that man.
And I like one of the things we're saying around the cost of things, because it has always been so expensive, and we know it. It's cheaper to keep a customer than to get a new one. And I think maybe the exact stats around it, but I think it's like 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, but it's times many. And I think to Jerry's point is, now you can go in and say, I am not using money. So even the investment that you're asking for with precision marketing now is like, actually I can ask for a less investment but achieve more, because now I'm like, I'm trying to retain a customer. Vella's already bought into this, so I can now have a financial conversation with the guys in commercial to say, I'm not going to ask you for more funds to do acquisition. I'm actually asking you for less funds, but I'm going to give you bigger numbers in terms of the people actually bought. And I think that's always been a challenge in the space, and that's why they call the cost center, is because can you actually prove that the people bought? Exactly. And now you really can, because to be like, yes, no, because I am actually using data, I am tracking, because we do that now. And I think that's a key thing to always remember, is that it has allowed marketers to actually invest in retention, which means that they can actually save money from trying to always acquire new customers.
Right. And I think, sorry, just to, before you jump in there, what they spoke about earlier in terms of customer lifetime value, right? So you actually look, the moment you've secured your customer, so you're looking at how much it costs, right, to acquire a new customer, and how much it costs to keep somebody who's already engaged in your brand. So it speaks again to the retention, customer retention, the importance of having customer loyalty, and it just all goes back to the numbers, working smart.
Right. And I mean, someone is listening to this right now and is hearing Muzi saying, hey man, you're going to save because it's costly, to try and approach a new client compared to, keeping an existing one. But also goes back to a chat we had to say, this is technically more work because it's creating different communications for different people who are in different stages in their consumer journey, right? So this means hiring more people. You know what I mean? Does that then
potentially.
Potentially. Does that mean you don't really save, or is there a technical way to unpack that?
So look, I think it goes to the whole premise of your business is growing, but you're also then going to need to employ the resources.
Yes,
but for me, it's about looking at the matrix, so level. So if you're going to grow by X, you're going to need Y, to be able. So, and we're talking about technology. Sure. The beauty about precision marketing and data, I mean, they say that data now is the next, most valuable raw material, right? We talk
it's like gold.
It's the next best thing, So you've got, so that helps in terms of when it comes to cost, if you're going to want to expand on your resources to reach all of these different customers, or in the different on their different journeys in the consumer journey. I feel like a rapper now.
Drop the bars.
But because of technology that we've got and the software that we've got, that kind of then, that whole AI that we use kind of bridges that gap. And as an agency, we have invested in all of those tools. So what we're saying is to the organizations out there, yes, we get it. You've got your marketing departments and people, but sometimes it might not be worthwhile to invest in these technologies because you're only looking at a business. But if you're coming to an agency like ourselves, where we've got, platitude, a whole multitude. Sorry, my English is disappearing.
Platitude and multitude can make sense.
Of plans. So for us, it makes sense to invest in this in these kinds of software and technology because we're using it for all of our customers. So as a business, you don't have to necessarily invest in it, but come work with us and we get to do it for you.
And I think that's the key point, is that we're not saying there is a huge capital cost in setting up the technology and the data inputs. And that's the thing, and I think that's the key thing that actually, if your agency partner hasn't done that, it does mean then that you are then, needing to invest all of that capital. But why you want an agency partner to do that for you is because, like we said when Patty was here, is that you're gonna do it once, but you're gonna really hit your targets. So now imagine investing less than 500,000, more than 500,000 Rand for something that you only need to repeat every 2 or 3 years. We, though, because we work with a variety of clients, are regularly using it. And I think it's about that thinking to say, actually, let me plug into the guys, like Jerry said, who actually have invested already.
All right, thank you guys so much. So the takeaway from this time around is that actually this is good for your company in terms of growth and efficiency, be it time, be it money. That is it from the Hive Buzz for this month. Let's do it again next month. We'll be chilling, killing it. You know how we're doing it. Now I'm the runner.
Invited again.
Hi, Sally Barcelona. No,
wow.
Nah, we're done with you guys.
Bye.